This is Crypto Core Radio, discussing the ideas, people, and projects building the new digital economy. Get the latest on blockchain technology and cryptocurrency updates with your host, Lutz.
Hello and welcome to Core Radio. This is Lutz coming to you live early in the morning for me, but that's all right. I like to get started early. And we have, I reached out to a certain technology here, an ICO. It looked really interesting to me. And you know, they were more than happy to come on the show. Today we have Nadine with us. Welcome, Nadine.
Hi, Lutz. Thanks for having me.
And you know, Nadine is part of a project called Hydrominer. Really cool name, by the way. And where did you come up with that name?
My sister and I thought of it because, our main feature is the water, the water mining. So yes, it was pretty easy.
That makes sense. So you know, this is going to be an ICO, right? When does it start?
It started already last week, so now we're in the second week, and it goes until November 15th. And right now we're in the 15% bonus week, so the 20% are over already, but now you have the chance to get 15% and then 10, and during the last week 5%.
Gotcha. And how long is this going to last until?
So 4 weeks. I mean, 4 weeks the total ICO, but now 3 weeks. Because one
Awesome.
week is passed already.
All right. Well, you know, if people out there decide to jump in, you know, don't get wet. Make sure you got your bathing suit on. This is a hydro mining farm.
Yes.
So what's it about? Tell me what you're doing there at Hydrominer.
Yes, sure. So we are located in Austria, in Europe, and we mine cryptocurrencies with only renewable energy. So that's our main focus, to be environmentally friendly and also be profitable, because here in Austria, the hydropower that we use is really cheap. So we equip containers with GPU cards or Bitcoin ASICs. And we bring these containers into the hydropower stations, and so we can achieve a really low energy price because we don't have the high network costs, and the hydro energy is really cheap in Austria, so we can compete with Chinese prices even, because the energy costs are the main factor in the mining business.
Oh, very cool. So how many miners do you like? I mine. I got
Oh, cool.
like 4 GPUs. You know, I'm on the fast track over here.
So,
Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing?
No. I started like that. So,
Okay. Actually, my laptop is mining too, so I got like 5 GPUs.
yeah, that's true. Even more. So at the moment, we have around like 2,000 GPUs and a few ASICs, but before the ICO, we did a lot of containers for private investors. So they're not in our business anymore. It was like a service we did for them. So we did a lot of them. And with this ICO, we want to expand our mining facility here in Austria. And want to give small investors the chance as well to participate in the mining, because it's so centralized today. And we want to make it possible for people again to join a profitable mining operation, because in Germany, as for example, you have to pay up to 30 cents per kilowatt hour, and I mean it's really hard to stay in business with that high energy price. I don't know how much you pay in your country, but that's
It's
often the problem.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive. It's like 27 cents a kilowatt or something.
Oh,
So
okay. Wow. Yeah.
it's really. I'm in New York City, so
Okay.
you know, on top of it, you know, there's like another 3% tax, and
Wow. Yeah. I mean, the
it's
taxes are always a problem. I mean, with everything.
so you know. Eventually, I'll try to offset it with some solar panels, But
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but the problem with the solar and wind energy is that it's not so steady, you know? I mean, we were thinking of that as well, but I mean, you as you for sure know, need the steady energy supply. And yeah, I mean, that's really tricky with this solar thing.
yeah, I like wind energy. I just like
Yeah.
seeing them spin. It's
Mm-hmm.
really cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's awesome.
how does the hydro work? How does or do you have turbines like with
Yes.
propellers
No,
in
no
the river?
turbines in the most of the power stations. That's the common thing here in Austria. I mean, we have almost 3,000 hydropower stations in Austria because it's so yeah, it's the best environment for hydropower because there's so many mountains and so many small rivers. It's amazing here the situation for mining.
I want a house like next to a creek, so when the water because
Yeah.
while the water's flowing, I could take advantage of that.
Yes, yes, that's what we do. Yes.
Cool. You only have a few A6, you said. What do you
Yeah.
guys mine?
So at the moment, mostly still Ether and Bitcoin with some S9 and yeah, Ether and Sia coin with a dual miner. We also want to offer Zcash and like a mix of altcoins. I mean, we don't know yet which altcoins that will be, but I mean, when we start the mining in February 2018, when we build everything up, we will decide what other currencies we will offer the investors to choose from, so they can choose their yeah they can choose the currencies that they want.
Now let's get to that.
Yeah.
So you're coming to you're creating a currency, right? You're creating what's the name of the token? Hydro? Is it
So
gonna be
it's a H2O token. So with one H2O token, you buy mining power in our facility, and the token acts like a voucher. And because of that, also U.S. Citizens are allowed to buy it. I mean, they are excluded from most of the ICOs, but they can buy H2O tokens in our ICO. And yes, this token can then be redeemed in our facility. So you send us the token, we destroy the token, and then you will get a contract over 2 years, and you can choose the currency you want to mine. And depending on how many tokens you send us, they will get destroyed. Then you will be able to mine in our facility with the power. So one token equals 5 kilowatt hours in our facility.
Oh, very interesting.
Mhm.
So by destroying the tokens, you're basically you're lowering the supply.
Yeah, I mean the thing came from uh, a dividend model, like a security model, and that was then forbidden in our country here. So we did the voucher thing. It's not about the supply. It's about that the token has to be a voucher to be allowed. You know. So
Interesting.
yeah,
So
and
how do you differentiate a token from a voucher?
I mean, a voucher is yeah, you can redeem it. I mean, you can buy then something a product from our company, and that's the mining contract. In opposition to a dividend, where you hold the coin and you get monthly payouts. I mean, that is not allowed in a lot of countries in the world anymore. So, I mean,
Right.
that's the ICO model of the past, I would say.
Well, for now, we have technologies coming like Komodo that are offering decentralized ICOs now. So it just when the government thinks they have us, that something you
Yeah,
we
yeah,
we
yeah,
we
yeah.
come out with better.
I know. I mean, I was thinking that too before, but then we had some conversation with the financial authorities here, and I mean, yeah, I mean, it's
Right. For now,
that's not so nice. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the regulations are a big problem. I think. I mean, I know they're there to protect the investors, but I think they destroy a lot of business opportunities as well. So,
right,
yes.
right. They hinder evolution. They hinder
Yes,
you
yes,
know
it's so many
progress.
things could develop, yes, and you don't even know of it because they're stopped from the beginning because of these regulations. Yes, I'm with
Yeah,
you.
all these projects are stifled, because they
Yeah,
think they have to follow these. Where who knows if just let them go and we could be free and
yeah,
things could probably blossom so well.
yes, yes, totally my opinion as well.
But for now we'll play their game until
Yeah,
Bitcoin came along, right? And now, and
yeah,
decentralized ICOs, now decentralized exchanges coming. I mean, they're gonna have their heads spinning trying to
yeah,
regulate all
yeah,
that stuff. Good luck
that's
with that.
true. Yeah.
They, well, technically, at one point, you need a. They can't do anything about Bitcoin because what are they gonna do? They're gonna stop me from trading with you personally. They can't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
I mean, it's
impossible.
it's really hard to regulate, but I mean, if the government says, "Okay, I'm gonna chop your head off if you trade with Bitcoin," I mean, then everybody thinks, I don't know, 10 times before he does it. I mean, they have a lot of, they are really powerful. So I mean, they're not gonna stop it, but yeah, I hope it doesn't go in the wrong direction.
Well, as far as law and regulation, is there anything you need to follow on your hydro farm?
Uh, no, the hydro farm is pretty free because we rent the hydropower station from private individuals, so it's like a normal rental contract, and no, that's I mean it's not forbidden here to mine, and it's pretty easy. I mean it's not restricted in any way.
Gotcha. Back in the day, uh, one of the precursors of for officers and is the electric bill. So when
Yeah,
they see somebody's electric bill really high, they're like, okay,
yeah,
this guy is growing marijuana.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he's got
He's growing wheat.
he's
Yeah,
got
User
he's got
entered your channel.
he's got lights. He's got all these grow lamps going on. Of course,
yeah.
he's growing something over there. You know, so that was the precursor. Now if I don't know what they're thinking now. Like that's this guy's mining Bitcoin. This guy
Yeah.
this guy must be mining Bitcoin. And we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's true. How it's changed.
So these containers are what are I'm taking a look at the website. Do we have pictures? I want to see
uh,
what they look like.
yes, I mean, oh, the pictures are good point. I mean, the pictures are in our Telegram group. The pictures of the container that we just built. It looks really cool. And maybe I can send you a link that you can post somewhere because we have to upload it on our website. Yeah, it looks
Oh, I
amazing. I will
see.
send it to you later.
The
But it's
containers
a,
like on the back of a truck. I see.
yeah, it's like a standard sea freight container, like the 6-foot container, and
Okay,
it's
wait.
really flexible. You can move it quickly from one location to another if there's any problem with the turbines or it needs some maintenance, the power station. So yeah, it's a pretty convenient build up.
Cool. So let's. I was gonna say something and I forgot. I had something to say and I totally forgot.
Not my fault.
It is your fault. It's all your fault. So let's see here. So that I'm looking at the picture. It's throwing me for a loop. So I see the river and I see
Hmm.
the little hydrominer boxes. This is really. Oh, I was gonna say, what is the Telegram group so people know, so that when they listen,
Oh
they could
yeah.
go to it.
I mean, the link is on our website. It's a really active channel there. I mean, there are almost 2,000 people in this group, I guess, and I mean, there are constantly questions that we answer, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So it's a really big discussion um, about our project, and yeah, it's really cool to hear what the people think about it and to talk to them about it. So I recommend everybody who's interested to join that channel because you get a lot of information there,
Oh, very cool,
and
very
also
cool.
the newest pictures.
That's it. Having a community is very important.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
big
yeah.
community.
It's a really active community. It's great so far.
Very awesome. So you have do you have like a product, where like a website where people could see and mine on and buy the vouchers and
Yeah, it's hydrominer.org, our website. Um, And yes, I mean, if you want to contribute to our ICO, you just need to do a quick whitelisting. So uh, provide your email address and your Ether wallet address you want to send the funds from, and then you're ready to go.
You went with the ERC20s.
Mm-hmm.
Is that written in stone?
Yes, yes.
Are you using smart contracts in any way?
Yes, I mean, yes, of course. So, if you send the Ether, the H2O tokens will be instantly in your wallet. And yes, we are right in the development of the platform for later, where you can do your mining contract online, and you get daily payouts or weekly. I mean, you can choose the payout time. And yes, we're right in the development of that whole thing.
Ah, okay, very cool. And so investors like to see a big community. That's a really good thing. Do you have
Mm-hmm.
do you know of any competitors that you might have out there that are doing similar things?
I mean, there are a lot of cloud mining corporations, but I mean, our unique selling point is that we only use the green energy, and I mean, a lot of people are worried because of the high energy consumption of the whole cryptocurrency market. And I mean, I know it's a huge consumption, but I do think that cryptocurrencies have a value, and so it's okay to use energy for them. But we should consider move it to renewable energy, because I mean, in China, what's going on there with the coal, and it's so bad for our environment. So we focused on mining with the green energy, and I hope that a lot of people will follow, or try to think about using green energy, because I think that's really important, and we should take care of our environment.
Very nice, very nice. What's the total supply of the coins?
So the total supply is 25 million.
Not bad.
Yeah, 25 million H2O tokens.
That's a good number. So, and with 25 million tokens, are there any set aside for the team, for marketing, such education?
There are ICO costs that need to be covered, but aside from that, no, from the ICO, that's nothing for the team.
Oh,
But later, when we
that's
do the
rare.
mining, then there will be a percentage. I think it's when we build the operations and host the containers, it's 10% for the team, and the rest is for the investors.
Okay, so you'll get it from the work that you're doing. That's
Yes,
fantastic.
yes,
That's
yes. So
great.
it's a service fee. Yes, yes,
So people investing could know that it's going to get done because that's the only way you
yes.
get paid.
Because I mean,
That's great.
yeah. That's I mean, I wouldn't do it another way, because then
I
yeah.
just I just interviewed John McAfee
Mhm.
last week. You know John McAfee, the
Yeah,
security
yeah,
guy,
sure, sure.
and he's doing the same thing. He's running. I forgot. I think he said Washington. He's running a big one of the biggest farms in the United States.
And
Uh,
what energy is he using?
he's using water too, hydro.
Water,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. So he
Is it a new thing?
I don't think so, and I don't think he's doing a token or anything like that. He's just doing it. I think for doing it.
Okay, so it's cheap there as well, the hydropower in Washington.
I don't know.
Because I know in Canada it's pretty cheap as well. In Quebec,
It,
they have a
it's
good price there.
it's really cheap if it's in my backyard.
Yeah, okay, true. If you have your own power station, even cheaper.
Just all you need is like a river or a water, little river or waterfall right next to you
Yes,
in your
some running
backyard,
water. Yeah.
and
And
then
there are even really small turbines, or small constructions that you can use. I mean, a friend of mine is developing these constructions, and I mean, it makes then 20 to 30 kilowatt hours. I mean, but you can mine with it. It's pretty decent. Cool.
all right, then we'll go solar. No big deal. We'll use everything. We'll go
Yeah,
hydro. We go solar.
yeah,
We go wind,
yeah.
and
Combine everything.
then maybe we could figure out what Tesla was talking about.
Yeah.
where he takes electricity from the air.
Yeah. Okay.
The government won't let us know about that. You know when Nikola Tesla died, the government took all his info. They raided his house and they took everything.
I didn't know that. Really? Okay.
Yeah, and you know he had a method of taking energy right from the air, and using it,
But
just right. You know all
how
the
is that supposed to
frequencies.
work? I mean, did some scientists today confirm that or
You,
not?
you got to watch the biography on Nikola
Okay.
Tesla. Man. It's really.
A
I mean,
movie is it? It's a movie?
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's on. It might be on Amazon or Netflix
Okay, I write
or
it down.
YouTube. Might even be on YouTube. Who knows?
Cool. Wanna check it out.
So how do you plan on on marketing and educating your people? You know, the
Um,
people that follow you.
so we're gonna send out monthly newsletters to let them know how our mining operation is growing, and we also offer tours here in Austria. So we did a lot of them already because a lot of people are interested to see it, and yeah, it has been great so far doing that. So we're going to offer a lot of tours, and we're reaching out to other miners to do partnerships as well to promote the green energy thing because, yeah, here it's a perfect place to do that. And we hope we're going to be one of the big players. We're going to be one of the big players in Europe one day. So that's our goal
Oh, very
to
cool.
promote the green mining.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not. I hopefully we use it, for more things than mining. But I mean, what wasn't Nikolai Tesla? Not to bring him up again, but wasn't he the guy that was he used Niagara Falls to create energy for New York?
Really? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know
Yeah,
a lot about him, but
yeah,
it
he was the
seems like
first
a
guy.
fascinating guy. Okay, I didn't know. Gonna
Yeah,
read that up.
he's he used Niagara Falls to create energy for New
I
York
don't
City.
know a lot about. Awesome.
One second, just making sure we're still on the radio here.
Yes.
Sometimes I gotta check and test. Okay, so let's get to transparency. What how transparent is the ICO? Will the funds be held by an escrow service? How transparent are you with your ICO?
So we did everything first to secure the money. I mean the standard procedures. Then I mean the point is the transparency point with the mining is there is no audit so far for mining. So it would be really expensive to develop one. Um, but you can see it like that. I mean, you can see the number that got raised during the ICO in the official wallet address that's public for everyone. Of course, I mean it's not a private blockchain like some ICOs are doing that. I think that's yeah, crazy. Um,
Right.
so yes, I mean they can see the amount that was invested initially, and I mean then everybody can do the math and see in the end. Okay, it has to fit somehow, But there's no audit for mining yet, so that's a point that I hope in the future will get changed. That somebody develops this kind of service, so the investors can yeah, can see
Right.
everything. But are going to develop also on our website how do you say it in English? um uh like not a calculator, but a thing that counts the watt in our facilities,
A
and you
monitor.
can
Yeah,
see,
you
yes,
want to
and you
monitor
can
it.
see instantly on our website how much it is and how much gets mined.
Right. I got you.
My
Yeah. So
English is kind of, yeah,
you could tell me in
not so
Italian. It's
good right
fine. I
now.
talk Italian also.
No, I'm sorry. I can't I can't speak maybe a few words, 2 words Italian.
All right. You can tell me in Spanish. You can tell me in Spanish.
Un poco.
All right. I'm all out of languages. That's all I got.
German maybe.
That's that's all I got as far as my
Okay.
competency in languages. But now we've pretty much touched upon many
Yeah, yeah.
many. So tell me about you. What's your knowledge? What's your skills? How long have you been in crypto? Let's get to know you a little better.
Okay. My member started like 2 years ago, but I kind of slipped into it over a friend, and then my sister started mining on our home computer, and yeah, I mean, we did it and we earned some money, and then I got into the whole cryptocurrency thing. So my father is a software engineer, so I was always, yeah, I have a kind of like a technological background, but I actually studied media studies, so something completely different. But yes, then I was fascinated by this whole crypto scene community and by all the by this potential that lies there, that everybody sees now. And yeah, so we started mining, and then a lot of private investors came on board, and it grew bigger, our operation, and I didn't have any time for my studies left, and so we started that company. um, and yes, now we're doing this ICO, so things went pretty fast, but we have a great team here in Vienna. We're all based in Vienna. We have a great team. It's small, so there are no big overhead costs. But yeah, I mean, without our technical guys, I couldn't do it, of course. And my sister is the best partner for me. And yeah, I mean, we have a lot of fun working here together.
Very nice. Well, so back in the day, what were you mining? Was it Litecoin?
Mostly.
Everyone started at Litecoin.
My sister did the job. she's she's better with that.
I started with Litecoin too. I had my I remember having it was winter outside, and I had my computer in the window.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that it would stay cool.
Yeah. I mean, at home it's terrible to mine.
So you have a sister. Who else is on the team?
So Christian and Sebastian are our technical guys, and then we have marketing people as well, and we have advisors. They are more experienced with the business. One comes from the domain business, Michael, and Tobias is advising us for our ICO. He did some ICOs, and yeah, I mean, that's really important to have to also work with people who are a little bit more experienced in this field, because I mean, I'm still pretty young, my sister as well, so you need a combination in the team to yeah, to share the knowledge. I mean, I think that's really important, and that's the great thing in the crypto community. I mean, everybody comes in with a different background. There's no hierarchy. It's pretty easy to work in this field and to get together fast. That's what I really like about it as well.
Yeah, I love it. I fell down the rabbit hole and I never came out.
Yeah.
School is over. School is overrated. It's overrated. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
come on, come on.
Who goes
Really,
to
I mean,
school anymore?
why? But if you're really interested in learning something, we have the internet. We don't need
Yeah,
school. You
yeah,
can
and
learn
it's
anything you want. What if you really focus? You can learn anything you want. You don't need school to teach you something. I mean, that's like a handicap.
yeah, it's so yeah, I mean, you lose so much time there. Unbelievable.
You got places like Udemy where you can watch courses all day long. You got YouTube. You can
Yeah,
watch people talking about it all day long. I mean, if you really want to know, it's there. It's
yeah,
right there in
and
front of you.
you can listen to the best people in their fields, yeah? I mean, and your teachers, I mean, I don't want to say anything against them, but it's yeah,
I feel
they're
bad
not
for them.
specialists.
They got to
Yeah.
go to work every day. I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
They don't want to teach kids. I mean, the only kids I want to teach are my own kids.
Yeah, homeschooling, yeah. Oh God, you need nurse for that, I guess.
My kids are gonna be miners. They're gonna
Yeah,
you're gonna are
you
you
don't need
your
to
your your
you
kids
know
too?
everything.
They're gonna be proficient in mining
Yeah.
cryptocurrencies.
Okay. So I see it as late in my country already, but I don't have much time left. I'm so sorry.
Oh, what time is it over there?
It's 6 o'clock, but I had a meeting that started 5 minutes ago, so I need to
Oh,
run.
thank you for joining us. We had just real quick. Just I'll give you the stats.
Mm-hmm.
You had 242 people listening. I'll mail you the stats. And
Cool.
thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you coming
Thank
on. I know it
you.
was a pain to get it together.
Really nice chat with you.
All right, Nadine, thanks for coming on. Everybody out there, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you coming on such short notice. It was a good turnout, and I appreciate all my listeners. I love you all. This is Lutz signing out. All right, we're no longer live.
Okay.
User
Thanks,
in your
it was
channel
really
stopped
funny with
recording.
you.
Yeah, I like to have fun. You know, I make it entertaining, and at the same time, we educate people on what it is.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And-
It's a nice
and it-
combination.
Anytime you want to come back on, you let me know, right?
Cool.
Send over an email.
Yes, I will. I have your email saved.
Cool. Okay, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you for coming on,
Alrighty.
Nadine. You're a
Thank you so
sweetheart.
much. Bye.
Bye.
SuperNet aims to give people their power back through technology by no longer needing to rely on third parties such as exchanges, banks and services, giving you privacy at the same time. SuperNet Technologies is the most anonymous technology being worked on currently, with a team of developers working diligently daily. SuperNet aspires to be a creative, innovative, state-of-the-art solutions provider, which provides individuals opportunity, personal satisfaction and value. You can find out more at www.supernet.org and join our Slack with over 2,500 people.